This dolphin got stuck in the shallow riverbed 3 miles away from the nearest sea. It is on the brink of death, since dirty stagnant water is not a suitable habitat. You can hear the dolphin make a distinctive whistle in hopes of someone hearing it. Thankfully, a human is nearby and he rushes to the rescue. People resuscitate the injured animal using whatever they can find, and later it is returned to its native element. That's just one of many cases when animals asked humans for help. If you watch until the end, you'll see how smart, far-sighted, and trusting animals can be. That's what happened in the case with this koala that was found on the street looking exhausted and frightened. But as soon as it saw people, the koala ran over to hug their legs. People fed it a few mint leaves, gave it water, and later arranged a visit to see a doctor. There is no doubt that now they're best friends. Now this is a different koala, but it is also very friendly. It regularly visits these people. This koala even has its own water bowl. Before, it coyly sat in a tree without paying attention. However, on this hot day, it decided to freshen up in the pool. Take a look. At some point, it starts drinking straight from the human's hands. And later, it expresses gratitude in the most adorable way. Major trust towards humans is demonstrated by these dogs from San Diego. At first, it might look like they are just greeting the young men. But if you take a closer look, you'll notice that the dogs are inviting these guys to follow them.
There's a dog in there. Bro, we gotta save the dog.
They have a goal: the rescue of a friend in trouble. The dogs were right. These men were certainly not indifferent to the big issue at hand. This mommy dog asked the human to save her children from the rain, and even led the man to the puppy's location. She was very interested in the process of the rescue operation. She's seemingly very happy with the results. These puppies are safe and she can move on to parenting. Yes, that's really a husky at the top of an electricity pylon. It's asking for help by barking loudly. The weight of a fully grown husky averages about 20 kilos, and the human has to act very carefully in order to not fall down with this cargo. A similar situation happened in Montana when a mountain lion climbed onto a telephone pole. Biologists had to tranquilize the animal as it was unable to get down by itself. At one point, the drowsy lion slips off and falls down. But according to the specialists, everything was under control and the fall was a necessary measure. The animal was not injured. There are many cases when a human risks their life to save those who are more vulnerable. Among them is this spectacular incident with a seagull that got stuck on an electrical cable. Despite their natural fear of humans, animals tend to seek help from them when in trouble. Even birds do that. This is in Central Australia, and the ambient temperature has reached 45 degrees Celsius. This tiny rainbow bee-eater came to people hoping to hide from the heat. Then, people wet its feathers, leaving some water in a hole in the ground. When it was time to say goodbye, the grateful bird wouldn't even think about leaving the person's finger, and was really reluctant to step over to a branch. They are definitely emotional and empathetic. In this video, a hungry bear takes food from the passengers of a car. After the feast, it thanks the kind people by standing on its back legs. But the way the next story plays out is even more astounding. A baby elephant has fallen into a ditch and is being rescued by an excavator machine. The bucket is used to push the dirt into the empty space so that the baby can step up. When it finally manages to climb out, it joins the herd. The happy cries confirm their understanding of the situation. And now something completely unbelievable happens. The grown-up elephants are saluting humans in gratitude. Just look at it. Numerous scientific experiments have shown that elephants are emotional beings. Elephants are known to comfort other elephants in distress. They stand beside them, touching them with trunks and making soft sounds. We have just witnessed that they are capable of profound gratitude towards humans. Just like land dwellers, the sea inhabitants are also not safe from trouble. This pufferfish caught the eye of the diver Schenker Danger because of its unnaturally large head and strange behavior. Turns out it swallowed a fishing hook, and the fishing weight was holding it down under the reef. At first, the diver tries to extract the hook from its mouth cavity, risking his finger. But the hook is still stuck. So next, Schenker decides to untie the fishing line, and in a few minutes he succeeds. Finally, it's free. The fish spends some time swimming around its saviors as if to say, "Thank you for saving my life." Forest fires that happened in Australia in 2019 to 2020 are said to be the most destructive in the written history. They caused terrible danger to the Australian wildlife. Thousands of livestock animals and millions of wild animals were killed and injured. Many people made an effort to help the affected animals. For example, this woman is washing a kangaroo's burned hands. The little animal is not trying to escape and even allows the human to stroke it. And if it could, it would probably hug the woman in response. Feeling thirsty, this wild monkey not only fearlessly approached a human, but casually went into his backpack.
Hello.
It looks like a new friendship was formed that day. To help this raccoon, a whole rescue team has assembled. Freeing its head from a drain was really not easy, but they succeeded and it is free once again. The white blotch approaching the shore is a pair of swans. They got tangled with one another and they understand that without the human's help, they are doomed. So when they spot the passers-by, they swim right towards them. The swans' wings and necks are in a disarray and require a lot of effort and precision in order to not cause any damage. But now these proud birds can spread their wings. And now you see a deer that also needs help. It's stranded on a frozen lake in Pennsylvania. It looks like it went too far, slipped, and could no longer get up. A hunter couldn't stand to see it suffer. He tried to save the animal by using a rope. Once the rope is attached, he towed the deer to the shore. This baby sloth's name is Guanabana, and in this footage he is doing fine. However, not long ago this baby was in huge danger. After low tide, he got stuck between two rocks and he could have died during the next tide. The baby sloth was crying loudly and calling for help. His cries for help were heard by a man named Dirk. He rescued the animal, drove him home, and later took him to an animal rescue center. This desperate incident happened in the Indian town of Karwar, where a king cobra showed up on the outskirts. This snake is from the Elapidae family and is the longest venomous snake on the planet. When it gets into a human body, the venom paralyzes the muscles, causing contractions and eventual paralysis of the respiratory system. Only 7 milliliters of this venom can kill a person in 15 minutes. The cobra is patient but very aggressive. At the same time, it's as afraid of people as people are of it. So, what made this cobra come to humans? At the time, India was going through a drought. People realized that the snake is not planning to attack, it needs help. They called the zoologists that determined its poor state and measured the length, 3.65 meters. And, pay attention, they let the snake drink right from the bottle. After that, they took it to the woods and it was safely released. Not once did it display any aggression. Just think about it. According to the data from the Worldwide Fund for Nature, every year about 10,000 species disappear off the face of the earth. Because of waste and pollution, hundreds die every year. But taking the cases we told you about today in consideration, humans are able to slow down and even stop this process. Do good and it will come back to you in the most unexpected way. If you like this video, like and comment below. Subscribe to our channel. We have lots of great content for you.